My name is Phineas Taylor Barnum, but you can call me PT, and I am considered the greatest showman of all time. When I was born, I was raised on a farm. The things that I really enjoyed to do the most were math and really things that stimulated the mind. Of course, the things that I really just didn't enjoy were the typical farm work, things hot, sweaty, the typical things that nobody really wants to do, but they have to do them. And but I knew that I wanted to be in the entertainment business. I knew that that was a for sure outlet that really seemed to make me feel good at the things that I did. Later in life, after the Connecticut lotteries were banned, I purchased a black African American slave named Joyce Heth. And Joyce Heth claimed to be a 165-year-old woman, which was the nurse to George Washington. And it didn't cost me anything but $1,000. So, I mean, why not? Entertainment, people always want to be entertained, and people would be interested in stuff like that. Would that be considered lying? Some people consider it lying, but I consider it the public's need for amusement. So I wouldn't really be lying to them. It's just amusement. And of course, some people would believe it's real, and some people would believe it's fake. And I've been accused of saying things such as "there's a sucker born every minute," which you can't prove that I said that. But in my mind, the thing that people get confused with that is what I said was, if humbugging and exaggeration pleases my audience, then I see no harm in it. Which that doesn't technically say there's a sucker born every minute. I just wanted to entertain people. Throughout my life, I bought a museum that was up for sale. It is currently the Barnum Museum, the Barnum American Museum, which when I purchased it, it was a museum beforehand. And I basically took all of the stuff that was inside the museum, turned it as if it was my own, and added some more attractions that people might want to see. I had a midget named Tom Thumb, which was marketed as a small person in the world. And then I had a set of Siamese twins, and the Siamese twins seemed to argue with each other all the time. And it just really wasn't an attraction to see twins like that. I had a bearded woman, and the woman had a beard from the age of 8 till she passed. And it was started out at 2 to 3 inches long, which was not typical for a woman. And then another big attraction that I had was the Fiji mermaid. The Fiji mermaid was a half monkey torso and half fish bottom, which we marketed it as a mermaid that was caught in the Fiji Sea, Fiji waters. That was kind of one of the biggest attractions because nobody really ever knew about that. It was just a hoax, but it was kind of a tall tale that, again, for amusement, things that made people happy just to be able to come and see that was, out of the ordinary. Some people would say that, my shows were dens of evil, but they really weren't. They were a way for people to get out and expand their minds and believe the things that they wanted to believe. Not something that is told, but it's just a belief. I feel like my greatest gift that I gave to America was people to have the opportunity to see things and let their imagination roam. I later in life became a politician, and I also started a traveling circus, which is still popular to this day. Thank you for hearing my story. My name is P.T. Barnum.